Everybody, it's Stell from the Hot Moon Podcast, and here we go again. Right after his 2-game suspension for missing a team flight, Jimmy Butler is now suspended indefinitely. All right, for shams because he walked out of practice. I'm not surprised by this. Jimmy Butler is starting to show you who he really is. I mean, this is how mad he is. Apparently, he wasn't going to be in the starting lineup from what I've heard. And he didn't like that. Apparently, Highsmith was going to get the start. And why not, man? Earn your start and roll back, right? I mean, you haven't been a leader on the team. You haven't done anything to show that you're locked in while you're in a Miami Heat uniform. And you can't just be running your mouth the way he's been running, publicly about his joy, it not being able to work out. In Miami, apparently, I thought there was good talks during his suspension or towards the end of suspension with the front office. I mean, he's not doing himself any favors. I mean, this is classic. This is what Jimmy has done. He did this in Minnesota, okay, and he's doing it here. Apparently, he feels that he is bigger than the organization. He is dug into the philosophy of a player-driven league, and it still is. However, it's gonna start changing soon. Okay, and again, for these older NBA acts like a Jimmy Butler who's making a lot of money, teams aren't gonna put up with this. Okay, and if he thinks he's gonna get what he wants, it's not gonna happen. Okay, if you think you're gonna get traded to a destination of your choice, acting like this, the Heat are under no obligation to do so. Okay, matter of fact, the Heat can be petty and just hold on to you, all right, and let you opt in or walk out. Opt out of your contract and go be free. Daring you to leave $52 million on the table. All right. If he's suspended indefinitely, now is he suspended indefinitely without pay? I don't know if the NBA's Player Association is going to get involved to determine what exactly is the compensation penalties for him being suspended indefinitely. But I mean, look, I guess he's pretty much done. He's not going to be playing the rest of the season. Just stay your ass at home. All right, go work on his coffee shop. While he was suspended 7 games, he's working his coffee shop, making coffee. Cool. He can spend time to color his hair and play around with different fingernail polishes and everything like that. Cool. You got time to do all that. Not a smart business move on his end. Very stupid on his part. I was always of the mindset for Jimmy Butler that when he didn't get his contract extension, okay, you know what? Ball out. Okay. It's not like, and it's crazy too, because it's not like it's on his very last year. Okay. You ball out. If you have an injury, you can still opt in and get your $52 million next year. So that's like an insurance policy. I mean, honestly, it was a very good contract, for you to get $48 million this year and $52 million next year. Now you're costing yourself money this season, and you're definitely. Listen, if Jimmy Butler does all this huffing and puffing and acting like a petulant child, just to opt back in, stupid. I mean, I get why you're opting back in for financial reasons, but you're so adamant on leaving, so then leave. But if you're gonna opt in and facilitate a trade, the Heat don't have to do anything. They don't have to facilitate anything. They can, you can opt in, and you better report to camp. You better be playing and everything, or that $52 million, that contract can get voided if you're not gonna show up and play ball. You know what I'm saying? And then you can get suspended again. I mean, I don't know if his agent is in his ears telling him to do this, okay, but it seemed like his agent isn't very smart. Now, if all this is to come to the Suns, my team, obviously I've been very adamant. I don't support him coming to the Phoenix Suns. I don't want him on my team. I think we need to be in a rebuild mode. KD needs to ask for a trade. We need to trade. We need to explore what we can get for Devin Booker, and we need to explore what we can get in terms of draft capital, like draft picks back for Bradley Beal when he decides to waive his no trade clause for a team that he feels is proper to his liking. This is getting ugly. Jimmy Butler's gonna be 36 next year. Who wants to take this on? Even if the Miami Heat are able to trade him by the deadline, okay, for a championship contending team, Like, this is not like, okay, yo, Jimmy, he's a tough guy. He's always like when he's locked in on basketball, he's a competitor. He likes to compete. Okay, well, what are you sure you're gonna get that? And he's not gonna be able to disrupt. Is he gonna be able to disrupt the locker room again, going for wherever he goes, knowing that he's not gonna stay there or whatever? Like, come on, man. And he talks about he likes to compete and everything. Okay, well, you lost your starting job from what I heard. Then go back and compete for your starting spot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I get it. You may not like the Heat culture. You may not like Pat Riley. They run a very militaristic, basketball program. You know what you're gonna get when you go to Miami. It's gonna be basketball, all in, hard work, hard practices, earning your minutes, earning your stripes, and everything like that. But you know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at them for sticking to business practices they've always been. Now, from the Miami Heat standpoint, I think at some point they're gonna have to kind of modify how they run business in terms of, attracting free agents or, potential NBA players that want to get traded there. They gotta definitely, kind of modify their culture just a little bit, I think, to attract better players. But if they don't want to, okay, cool. You're gonna have a bunch of mid-level guys, a couple premium, slightly above mid-level players in terms of talent, and that's it. And you'll be a playing team, or middle of the pack, 7 through 10. Either you're in the playoffs or you're playing in. You know what I'm saying? So this could be the last major star that Miami Heat could ever have for a long time, unless they draft one. But I mean, overall though, I can't blame the Heat too much about this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how Pat Riley is. How the Miami Heat are. Okay, and you think this is going to work in your favor? Man, they got suspended 7 games. Then you got suspended 2 games. Now, at practice, at shoot-around, you know what I'm saying? Now you find yourself losing money. And at home, they sent your black ass home is what they essentially said. Go home. They bucked him. And I said this before. I said Pat Riley will buck this dude, and he is. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he has control, and he has burned every bridge, everything, man. Like, you know what? Sometimes it's better to, attract flies with honey than with vinegar. You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy is being completely sour in the situation. It's costing him and his reputation, and it's messing up his trade value immensely. Now, listen, any team, even if my team, you'd be stupid to trade with Jimmy Butler at this point. Very stupid. Okay, so look, Jimmy Butler, if you really don't like the Miami Heat, then you opt out. If you opt in, I know that's not a trade leverage I think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he opts in, he could still lose money if he doesn't play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has no leverage at all. So this is him being a petulant child, and he's showing his true colors. And the team that trades for him is gonna have to deal with this headache. Thanks for watching. Y'all leave me your thoughts, man. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.